Hey everyone, so here to talk about the SMART goal assignments. In the 102 class, one of the major assignments here is learning how to create a SMART goal for yourself. SMART is obviously an acronym, right? So S means specific, M measurable, A is action oriented, R is realistic, and T is time. Okay, I'll explain what those are as we go along here. But the SMART goal is a little bit more, um, I guess, detailed than kind of a small goal that you usually maybe are used to creating for yourself. This is a little bit more detailed, so you can kind of really break it down and tell me exactly the criteria that you want to work on. So, starting with specific, um, what would you like to accomplish, right? What needs the most work in your skills, right? In the sport of volleyball. So over here, if I'm looking at, and this is an example, I know this is not volleyball specific. This is just an example that I had for my basketball class, but it's the same thing. It's just whatever criteria you want to work on, right? Whatever skill you want to work on for volleyball. So for instance, it's you have to kind of keep them positive. So kind of with the statement of I will. It's not like I need to do this or I would do that or maybe I could do this, right? It's like I will. I will improve on, let's say, the speed and accuracy of my chest pass, right? That's kind of like an example for basketball, but same thing. You can say I will improve on um, the speed and accuracy of my overhand serve, for instance, right? So it's very specific. It's not just I will improve on my serve or I will improve on my bumps. What about the bump or what about the serve or what about the spike do you really need improvement in, right? So that's what I mean by being specific. Measurable. How will you actually measure your success, right? So what is like a drill? What are you going to be doing that you can kind of define like that you actually see the improvement, right? So these are some of the tests that we've done in class and so forth. So in my basketball example here, in order to reach my goal, I will successfully execute 90% of my chest passes during the game. Currently, only 50% of my chest passes are caught by my teammates, right? So um, let's say going back to my serve example, in order to reach my goal, I will successfully execute, let's say 70% of my overhand serves during a game. Currently, only 40% are achieved, or it can be instead of a percentage, it can be a fraction. It can be like a 7 out of 10. I will achieve 7 out of 10 bumps to my setter in position three. Currently, only 2 out of 10 are are reached to the proper player, in a game, for instance. Okay, so make it measurable. That's what I'm trying to say here. Action oriented. All right, so these are the steps that you're going to take to achieve the goal. Okay, so um, they have to be kind of like process oriented, not outcome oriented. Okay, so talk about the process of those goals, not just kind of like the results. All right. So for instance, here I'm breaking down the technique, right? So if I'm looking at, let's say, my service, well, you can say like, I'll make sure to deliver the ball at an appropriate height in front of my hitting shoulder. Currently, I tend to toss the ball way too high, um, you know, uh, not in, like in back of me, which causes an inaccurate serve, right? So I'm talking really about the breakdown of that skill. I will make sure that my both forearms are creating a flat platform that's parallel to my thighs. Currently, I tend to bend at the elbows and swing the arms upwards when trying to do that forearm pass or that bump, right? So I'm really kind of going into the process of that goal. So that's what I mean by the actions. Okay, I need three of them. So three actions for your goal. And the key with all this is that I'm always comparing what I can currently do, right? So even if my measurable goals are here, I'm still comparing what I currently am achieving and what I will achieve when I kind of, reach my goal, right? So 50 compared to 90. Same thing over here. If you're looking at this example, let's say two, I'll extend legs during the pass to add power. Currently, I only use my arms, right? So I'm kind of comparing what I do and what I will achieve in the end. Okay. So and then finally, then I have my time. So that's my last realistic. Oh yeah, sorry. The realistic aspect is you're just going to tell me why it's realistic. Why is this a realistic goal for you, right? So this is think back. If you are a beginner volleyball player, um, I don't think it'd be realistic for you to have a goal of doing you know, uh, I don't know, like a spin serve, like jump serve, for instance, right? Or anything like that. That's maybe more of a very advanced skill. Maybe if you're a beginner, you're working more on bumps and volleys, right? So that's what I mean by is it realistic in terms of the time we have in class to achieve the goal and your ability level. Okay. And then time bound is like include a date. So be specific with a date. Don't just say end of semester or sometime in April, right? Be specific, like April 21st or 2022, or pick a date in class, right? One of those days that maybe is near the end of the semester, especially near the end, we do those tournaments. Maybe that's the date you want to kind of achieve that goal by, right? So make it specific. Okay. All right, so that's kind of the breakdown of a SMART goal. And then basically what you're going to be doing is you're going to be creating a couple of goals for me, okay? You're going to be working on, let's see over here. Okay, here, this is your technical. So you're going to be creating a technical goal, okay? You're going to be creating a tactical, sorry, you're going to be creating two technical goals and an attitudinal goal. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So technical goal over here, okay, same thing, specific, measurable, action. So that's all there for you. And you just kind of write it down, write it out in this section. Okay, so what's that first technical skill? A technical skill is like exactly what we've been learning, right? So thinking about, um, you know, bumps, volleys, um, serves, the spike or the attack, right? The block. So any of that kind of works, and we're going to be learning like the block and this and part of the spikes and stuff in the upcoming classes. This is what I mean by the realistic section. So you're justifying why you chose that goal in this section here. You tell me another technical goal that you want to work on. So you're working on two different technical goals, okay? And then an attitudinal goal. So your composure on and off the court, right? So this can be maybe about leadership, about determination, about communication, for instance, right? Sportsmanship, all that kind of stuff. That's kind of goes towards your attitudinal goal. Okay? Just as some quick examples of what you can choose here. Okay. For your attitudinal goal, I only want one action, where the other ones I wanted three actions. Here you only need to kind of have one action for your attitude, okay? So that's pretty simple there. Your practice drills, okay? So you're going to create three drills that you're going to, use in class. You're always going to have about 10 minutes or so, or maybe just under 10 minutes. Sometimes it'll be 5 minutes to work on your goals, right? So you should kind of create three drills. One drill must be individual, and the other two drills also can be individual or with a partner. Okay, so you can do all three individual if you want, or you can kind of have maybe a more complex drill. I mean, I always encourage at least you have at least one of your drills with a partner, so you have somebody tossing a ball to you, or you can be with usually teams of two is good, teams of three okay. You don't want to be more than that. You want to have it too complex because other people are going to be working on their own goals, right? So you have a small individual goal that you're working on. Sorry, a small individual drill that you're working on that can help you with your goal. Uh, Create three of them, okay? And then, like I said, some of them can be with partners if you want. Here, I want you to describe it, okay? Um, Outline what's going on in that drill, and then actually I'll draw it as well, so I can kind of have a visual of what that drill looks like, okay? You have access to anything in our gym, so as many volleyballs as you need, the cones, hula hoops, blue mats, you name it, okay? The nets, obviously, so you can use any of that equipment that you can find in the gym, okay? And then that's pretty much that. You can see that the initial assessment is part of that first assignment. Okay, so not just the SMART goals, but that's stuff we've been working on the last couple of classes, right? So if I scroll all the way up, all these checklists, these guys over here, starting with, where does that start? All the way up here, yeah. So you're kind of working on, all those checklists that we kind of did there. Was about volleys, about bumps, about, um, you know, yeah, all those checklists in the beginning. Okay, that's what I want you to include in here as well. Okay, um, and then that should be good with that. So include those initial assessment pages that I've been talking about each class, and then your actual SMART goals, and then that should be good. Okay, and then your drills, obviously, you want to include those drills as well. Okay, then you have your rubric in the back. Okay, so you can see how you get assessed. And then obviously your progress report, that this is assignment 2. Okay, so we'll talk about that a little bit later on. But you can see class 4, right? I know the assignments due in class 6, but it's just because you're going to start kind of reflecting on, you're going to start already in class 4, class 5, working on those SMART goals, right? You're going to kind of brainstorm some ideas of what you want to work on, and you'll start actually including little reflections on how that went or how that's going for you, okay? But I just wanted to show you that because we do start it in class 4 and class 5, okay? But you only have to worry about handing in assignment 1 for now, okay? If you have any questions, do let me know. Okay, we can go over some other examples together, office hours, or if you have some time in class um, and whatnot. But like I said, take some time with this. Um, don't just kind of think of something last minute that's going to take you like 10 minutes to do. This is not a 10 or 20-minute assignment. Okay, I do put some thought into it with the drills. Make sure the drills make sense with the goal that you want to achieve, right? So do put some detail in there, not just point form. I don't want to just see kind of point form. I want obviously complete sentences here, and then you can really follow the guidelines here that you can see over here. Okay, that you can find in your course pack. Like I said, if you have questions, let me know. Okay, best of luck. You can always run your goal by me, and I can help you out at the same time. Okay. So yeah, keep working hard, and I'll see you in class.